Hello, friends, benders and non-benders alike. Welcome to Braving the Elements, Nickelodeon's podcast about all things Avatarverse. I'm Janet Varney.
And I'm Dante Basco. And Varney, here we are.
Yeah.
Face to face with the final episode of Book 2 here.
Yeah.
And I have to say, things are not looking great.
They're not looking great. Listen, the last episode, darkness fell. Darkness
It was
did
deep.
fall.
It was dark.
Delivered as promised.
Darkest
Darkness
night.
did fall. It was intense. It was... Listen, there are characters who are sort of morally ambiguous in the Avatarverse. That's something that we've really loved about Korra especially. I don't know how this one particular character could be viewed that way. I feel like there's one character above all
this
others.
character, I think I might be more afraid of than Hama.
Hama. You're very afraid of Hama.
She's a terror.
That's a big statement. That's a big statement.
And this one is kind of scary, and I do want to point out they're both waterbenders.
Oh yeah, he loves that waterbender. You know what? I need some support here.
For all the hate that firebenders
here.
get, they're both waterbenders.
I'm gonna bring in, and I don't want this to scare anyone because the performance was so good that when I told Dante that this person was going to be here today, he was excited yet he looked visibly nervous.
I was like, why did he come?
And yet here he is. Adrian LaTourelle is here. Adrian
Unalaq
LaTourelle.
to everybody. Unalaq is here in the house.
Everybody.
Oh, so good.
Thank
Good
you.
to see you.
You too. Thank you for having me.
I've talked about this during the season, but your voice is so perfect, not for necessarily a
Evil
antagonist, but just your articulation is so beautiful. You are
Very
clearly, this is
articulate.
what I'm gonna say. When I first met you and when I saw the season, I was like, this is a stage actor through and through. Yeah. In the vein of how the great Shakespearean British actors who are trained can make anything seem real.
Yeah.
Like you believe that, Jeremy Irons is anyone that you just infuse it with it's both grounded and elevated at the same time. And I think that's something that a lot of American actors really struggle with.
You're American?
I am American.
Yeah, we have
I'm
that
an
too,
American
England.
acting teacher.
England, we have it also here.
Yeah.
That's right, England.
England, we also can speak the speech.
Yeah.
You
Right.
pray us to speak.
Well, thank you. I have to tell you that the voice that I hear in my head obviously is not the voice that it sounds. So when I was rewatching the episodes, to me, I sound like some sort of 23-year-old child when I'm listening to Unalaq. Like, hi, I'm Unalaq.
Haha, very funny.
I know it doesn't sound like that, but it really is like, that's what I sounded like. I mean, it was a long time ago, my voice obviously.
No, it's a fascinating character because you come in as this good guy.
The Avatar is the bridge between the material world and the spirits. That is why I want so badly to teach you.
You're this wonderful
Your uncle.
advisor
You're
to
Korra's uncle.
You're Korra's
Yeah,
uncle.
and the guy who
your
seems-
family, your family.
Chief of the Northern Water Tribe.
Responsibility. It seems like he's probably pretty conservative, but he has real ethics,
Yes.
and he seemingly wants to bring balance and so on and so forth.
Not the
quickly turns. Oh my God.
not the greatest dad in the world.
Desna!
Leave him. Keep bending.
Yeah, he has produced some offspring that seem to have some troubles.
Emotional
but
unavailabilities,
perhaps
maybe?
flat affect or something.
You amuse me. I will make you mine.
You mean like a boyfriend or like a slave?
Yes. Win me prizes.
There's a pinch of Wednesday Addams going on, I guess, with both
maybe
of those
more
characters.
than a pinch, more than a pinch, perhaps.
No, it's such a great introduction to a character because it really is. You're so right, and you felt that from when we were talking about the first episodes of the season. You were like, I think I like Unalaq.
No,
like,
your
there's
uncle,
obviously
your uncle's kind of
tension though between Korra's dad and Unalaq. You also don't know much about Tonrock, and then you find out that Tonrock did some really bad stuff. So they do such a great job of like tipping the scales kind of back and forth up until you really do find out, like, oh, okay, this can't be about.
I think
anymore.
that's part of what makes the writing of this show, all these shows, so great. Is the nuances and no one is all good or all bad, right? These are humans.
Yeah, but if you're willing to let a Vaatu type
You can't
into
get
your
all
very
bad.
being.
You may not start out all bad.
Right.
He
Then
has
you can
a lot of
quickly go down the lane of
Yeah.
99% all bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, but think of the feeling of all that power coursing through
Oh,
you.
here we go. Here we go.
We did a siblings episode, and we talked about, that's the little brother. That little brother
energy.
That
Little brother energy.
Yep, for sure.
Coveting that.
Right.
And he got, the chief to now Dark Avatar.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is pretty top tier stuff.
Do you have siblings?
I do have a younger sister.
So
but you're the older.
I'm the older, but she's older.
Yeah.
That's
She's
like
younger,
Azula
but-
and
That's a
Zuko.
Zula. That's a
Yeah.
Zuko Azula
And
situation.
for the first series.
Yeah.
Besides, now we're talking about the first series for a moment. Let us not overlook the fact. And you don't know that. You don't know what's
What fact are we
coming.
talking about?
You don't know what's coming.
What's the fact?
So Adrian's father-in-law
Father-in-law.
is a certain
Late father-in-law.
legend.
What?
So he was, he had I think it was a 4-episode arc on the original show as the Mechanist.
Oh, he was the Mechanist.
Yes, René Aubergenois.
Oh my,
The
that's your
great
father-in-law?
René
Yeah.
Aubergenois.
Rest in peace.
He was wonderful.
He
That's
was
phenomenal.
in
wonderful.
everything he did.
For a second, I thought he was going to say his father-in-law was Mako.
Oh, well, that could have.
could've
You
been
would
a-
have known that.
I would've
Probably.
known that,
You would
but
have
I was
known
like-
that.
No, René was an amazing actor, obviously. If you look at he's like 213
Oh, a million. Yeah.
credits on
Shows
it. Yeah.
up everywhere is always fantastic.
Fans
was
of
the
this show
Mechanist.
would know him from the show, obviously, but also as the French chef from The Little Mermaid. And,
Yes,
What?
yes.
Lots of stuff. Lots of
Oh,
stuff,
yeah.
What?
He was wonderful.
I know.
You're in a family of actors.
Yeah.
Your
well,
wife,
yes.
Your wife is an actor?
My wife is an actor. My brother-in-law is an actor. My sister-in-law is an actor. She's my ex-wife, actually, but we're best friends.
This is how you do it. That's how you do it right.
Yeah.
That's
No
amazing.
offense. All love to the less harmonious.
Yeah.
So when you got this role,
Yeah.
and you and I have talked about this
Yes.
a little bit, that both of us were like, really? You want
Yeah.
me to do this?
Yeah, no, this was
Because we were very
literally-
early in voisover period.
This was my first voiceover
His
audition.
first audition,
What?
he gets to play.
I didn't even really. Yeah, I got it through. I actually got voiceover agents after this. This was just came
Isn't
through my
that
regular
nuts?
agent, and I didn't really know what it was. I really had no. I wasn't sort of thinking about being a voice actor,
Yeah.
right? And this just sort of fell into my lap, and I was
happens
like,
to a
"What
lot
is
of
this
us."
crazy world? I can do this job in my underwear," which I never did.
Never did.
Just want to be clear.
I know.
But you
Appreciate the
could.
clarification.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
could, but you would be a strange one in the booth. Like, why is Adrian
Yeah.
coming in his underwear?
Yeah, well, I'm
just
just
to prove
so
a point.
relaxed.
Just to prove you can.
I just really didn't know what I was doing. Right? Luckily there's all these incredible
Right.
actors and
Oh,
great,
yeah.
great directors helping me out, but I was really like, this is all brand new to me.
I feel like because we did get to record together, I feel like now that I'm thinking about it, because I didn't know then that you hadn't done voiceover, and I had the season 1 behind my, under my belt. And I do now, and I could be just projecting back and imagining all of this, but I do now kind of feel like you had the same expression for many recordings that I had book 1, which really was like,
Fear.
yeah,
It's
like,
just hi, okay.
so
what's
where
happening?
do you need me to
Yeah,
stand?
yeah.
Is it okay if
totally,
I, you know?
We're all on camera, on stage actors that stumbled into voice acting.
Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's great, but and you do your best as you're surrounded by some of the most legendary
Yeah.
voice actors
Mm-hmm.
around.
But
You're
when
like,
you had to
"What's
come in for
going on with these
ADR
people?"
too, and those first times that you do the like,
Yeah.
you're like, am I an idiot? Someone tell me, am I making a fool of myself?
Right. When I listen to the show, those little grunts and screams, that's when I think, oh, I did a pretty good job on that.
Yeah, you did.
It's
You
the
did a
other
great
lines that didn't-
job.
yeah.
Now,
No,
were
you
you
were
a
wonderful.
stander or a sitter? Did you?
I was a
stand?
stander.
There was no way he was going to be a sitter, and you
I'm
know
always
he was never
I'm
going
a
to be a
stander
sitter.
too.
Yeah.
I stand.
Here's only one person I can remember sitting. Guess who it is?
Who? Faustino.
Yes. David
Hey,
Faustino
yeah,
is
yeah.
a sitter.
I'll tell you,
sharp.
Mark Hamill's a sitter.
Nice.
And he
yeah.
does that performance from sitting. I'm like,
Yeah.
what is this dude doing?
But also, he's Mark Hamill.
In the middle
Yeah.
of reading the New York Times.
Yeah.
How's that happen?
He must be reading the New York
Sometimes like the New York Times, and he's like, I'm like, what is going? Your hands are all black from the ink.
from the ink.
Do you have a Kindle? Do you ever heard of a Kindle?
No.
He's like,
old school.
Dante, no.
He is old school.
Wow. So
I know. So was there a point at which, or was this very recent that you just realized, like, wait a minute, Renee was on the first series, or did you know that then?
I did know. I mean, I watched the show with my kids.
Yeah.
You know,
wow.
Yeah.
I have 2 sons.
Okay. Actors?
And makers.
Makers.
Yeah.
Filmmakers.
And
Okay.
artists.
Yeah.
My younger son dabbles. I don't push
As
it.
we all do.
Yeah. We don't push it.
Yeah.
Right?
I've been called a dilettante time another from an acting
more
coach.
than
I'm
once.
sorry. I'm sorry for being a dilettante.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we watched it, and that was, well, they used to call him Grumps, their grandfather, and they were, you know, by the time this show came around, they didn't really care so much anymore.
Yeah.
So they weren't like.
They'll get back to it.
But I have a lot of students who love this show and get really excited
Awesome.
when they meet
Yeah.
me.
You're
about this.
Unalaq, you're like the evil.
Yeah, and that's how I am as a teacher as well,
Oh, my
Dante.
goodness. Vaatu. I don't need your Vaatu. Can you
I
give
don't
me a
need your
little more
Vaatu.
Rava?
Yeah. No, but I mean, again, just to go back to that, you know, you are a teacher. I would love for you to talk more about the acting school, but you're also a member of Antaeus, which is a very reputable, very known and beloved theater company in the Los Angeles area that is really like friends of mine. When I moved down here, friends of mine were part of the organization, and my impression that I feel like was quickly backed up was like truly the opportunity to continue to do classic theater, new theater, but to really hold on to the craft in a way that I think sometimes, you know, just sort of falls to the side in Los Angeles and Hollywood.
Yeah, for
you
sure.
know, and so
we
I
lose
think
we lose a little bit of our touchstone.
And the material that we get to, you know, these scripts aside, a lot of times that material is just not very interesting, right? Or not very well written. And that's why Antaeus was created. It was a bunch of very successful TV actors who are like, I want to do some Shakespeare, you know?
Yeah.
And so they came together and they created this theater, and it's gone through many permutations, and now we have this beautiful space in Glendale that we built a couple years ago.
Beautiful.
cool.
I gotta see
Yeah.
some stuff there. No,
for
it
sure.
makes so much sense because we spent so many years in conservatory doing everything, trying to play all these roles. There's all these roles we have to try to play, and then you audition for like, I go over there. You're auditioning for stuff like, are these the lines?
Yeah.
You're like, these are the lines.
Yeah.
But what about Stanley? Is he nothing? No, Tennessee Williams,
Yeah.
nothing like that. No.
that's not going to show up. Okay.
No, I did ask. Well, it's getting better though because TV has changed. I asked,
writing
like,
is
I said,
exponentially
where
better.
are the
it sure
playwrights?
is.
Where's our Odettes at? Where's Tennessee Williams? Where are these people? And then one executive said, well, they're all on TV because they went to where the money's at. They're not writing the plays. They're writing television, which you can see in the last few years.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, you'll be glad to know that I do teach A Streetcar Named Desire.
There we go.
I use that play for my script analysis class. Yeah.
What's the name? Tell us the name.
So
for
it's
those
called
of
the
us who are
Berg
nearby.
Studios. It's in
Berg
Atwater
Studios.
Village. It was started by a classmate of mine at Yale who came out here, and his name is Gregory Berger. And he was actually my ex-wife's roommate. Everybody who teaches at the Berg Studios now either went to Yale or Juilliard. A lot of us went there together, and that's not because fancy school. It's just that those schools are the ones that are steeped in technique, which is what we teach.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
And Berg has become a truly amazing teacher, and you know he's got A-list clients that he works with. They don't come to him to learn how to act, right? He's really good at expanding their creative potential. Like, so he was on set with on Sound of Metal with Riz Ahmed, working with Riz and people like that.
Sure.
Our school, speaking of conservatory, right? I run the school and I'm an instructor there. I try to give our students as close to a conservatory experience as possible, which means we start with a really solid foundation of technique, and then we layer on the sort of the creative stuff that Berg does. Essentially, I'm trying to get people to take the very standard Stanislavskian Yale method, whatever you want to call it, and then move that from your intellect into some sort of visceral physical experience, right? Through what we call creative task. I don't want to get too deep into it, but I have a lot of people coming through teaching Alexander and voice. Can you imagine a voice class?
Yeah.
LA actors, come on, dudes.
I did voice production, Fitzgerald technique. The Fitzgerald technique.
There you go.
Was very heavy.
Yeah.
And like we say to actors all the time that want to be voice actors because they know we're Avatar and they'll be a voice actor. And what you're saying, it's all connected. Like, be a good actor. If you are a good actor, you're going to be able to figure out how to transition that to voice acting, on-screen acting, stage acting.
Yeah.
It's all the same techniques ultimately.
For sure. And that's something that comes into play a lot when we talk about being directed or directing. I've been fortunate enough to do some voice directing, and one of the things that comes up a lot is people who don't have on-stage training don't have a relationship with their diaphragm and don't know. And if you're doing cartoons or animation of some kind, oftentimes it's not, you don't have to play it huge. Not everything has to be huge played at 11, but you might need to project more than you're used to in these intimate scenes where you're just like keeping your voice very. So it's great to be, I mean, I've had people where I've said like, do the, push out, do the back row. And they're like, I've never done that. Like, I don't know exactly what that means.
It's better to have technique and not need it than need it and not have it.
Or holding on to having the breath enough to get through 3 sentences without having to inhale. Like, all of that stuff is really important for voiceover and for doing animation. So
it's exponentially harder.
The toolbox. You want the toolbox.
I think it's always better to like explore out here and then distill it down. It's so much harder to sort of push out if you're not used to it.
Exactly.
But you know what's crazy? Like when I started voice acting, especially for this show, and I'm like you guys. I don't know what I'm doing necessarily. I'm just kind of doing the scene as earnestly as an actor.
Yeah.
And of course, we're not on the set, we're not on the stage, we're in these booths on the microphone.
And we also have the lines right in front of us, which makes you worry, do I sound like I'm reading something?
Yes.
But instead of speaking extemporaneously.
When you hit, like any acting, when I tell actors, if you hit the right chord, it feels the same. Like when you're doing the scene and you're playing it, there is truth, there is a feeling of truth that happens, and you're like, oh, that feels right.
I am so sorry, Uncle. I am so sorry and ashamed of what I did. I don't know how I can ever make it up to you, but
Yeah.
That is across all mediums. And I was so surprised when it happened in voice acting, too. Like, we would do a scene, and I'm like, no, I felt it.
Yeah.
That's great.
And
because the whole, it feels so artificial with the script there and the, the people over. You are in this box over there, and I see the side of your head. That's what I sort of remember.
Yeah.
You know, but yes, I agree absolutely.
But if you hit the right chord, tone, as actors, we know that what that feels like, and it does feel, and it comes out.
Would you call it a harmonic convergence?
It could be a harmonic convergence.
Wow.
I mean,
it could be a harmonic convergence.
What a segue.
I think we should take that segue and carry it into our main questions that we make sure to ask our guests, Adrian, where we tip back into the Avatar verse.
Who do you ship? Baby, you're my forever girl.
We asked a few questions to all our guests that join us, and our first question is, in the Avatar verse, do you ship anybody? What's your favorite ship, like relationships?
Since I've just been watching it, I was watching the Eska Bolin relationship, and you know, he's getting kicked around pretty hard. But when I realized it was Aubrey Plaza, I changed my feeling. Maybe just stick with her. But that was intense, and he's so funny.
He's so funny.
God.
I actually like it, and I think someone as rambunctious and free living as Bolin may need a little strong.
Needs a little guidance.
A little
to be
little tough love.
Honey,
stiff kick in the butt.
We have to go.
Right.
I know you don't need to change clothes again.
Yeah.
We're late. Don't make us late.
Some of us
Bolin.
free-loving guys need a little healthy fear of their wife.
Listen, I don't want to live in icy bliss with Eska. Don't make me. Oh, please don't make me.
Exactly.
Little healthy fear.
Exactly.
Yeah, it helps.
Helps.
Puts us in our place.
It could be the wind beneath your wings.
Yeah. Animal Crossing.
Hybrid animals. The Avatarverse, known for its hybrid animals. Right behind you is a polar bear dog.
Yeah.
We have the air bison up there.
Yeah.
We have
was thinking about
platypus
this.
bears.
Yes.
We have all kinds of hybrid animals. Do you have one that you were drawn to in some way?
I was drawn to. Well, I like the cute ones. I like the polar bear dog, sure, but in thinking about it, the one that I really like the most is the platypus bear.
Yes.
I know that they're vicious and they will attack you, but there's something really funny about an animal that is so vicious, but also when you frighten it, it just poops out an egg.
I know.
Yeah.
It's just
I
like,
mean, for sure.
And we also like it. I remember when we first encountered the platypus bear in book 1 of Avatar: Last Airbender, we were like, the platypus already feels like a mix of like
He's
three
already
animals.
He's got three.
So it's
yes.
like already, and then you add a bear to it.
Bear
That's
to
good
it.
stuff.
I'm just thinking how big that beak would be.
It's a big bill. It's a big bill. I do love the platypus bear. I think it's a great choice.
I mean, yeah, platypus bear.
I mean, I don't know if the platypus bear is venomous, but platypuses are.
That's true.
They have those.
That's very true.
Spines.
Platypus has a poison
Oh,
spine?
I also only found this out recently.
And
What?
do you know how they nurse?
No.
So first of all, they lay eggs,
Right.
Yeah.
right? And they don't have. Can I say this? They don't have nipples.
Yeah.
They secrete milk through their skins, and their babies just
wild.
like lick their bodies.
It's wild.
Yeah, the platypus is already weird enough.
It's
What
already weird
is
enough.
going on?
I
I'm
know.
sorry.
Do you have a YouTube channel about
The
animals?
more you know.
I know. And that's the kind of animal where it's almost like a Sasquatch, where like if you explained it to someone before it had been officially discovered, they would be like, absolutely not.
Right.
You're an idiot.
Yeah.
No, that's not
Did
a
you
real
say
thing.
Sasquatch?
Yeah, I mean like a cryptid. You know, it has the because a lot of
Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he,
Like a lot of-
They found him?
Well,
I'm not saying they found him.
You said
She's saying
I'm
before
saying
they found them.
before they
Yeah.
found before they found the platypus, someone would say like what you've just described sounds like, you know, all of these like cryptids that people see where they're like, it was part bat,
Yeah,
part
like that-
wolf, and
that
part elephant.
Rabbit with the horns or something.
You'd be like, that's not a
yeah,
thing.
the jackalope.
The
Yeah, the
jackalope.
jackalope,
Like the
yeah.
jackalope, which I thought was real for a second when I was wherever
They
I
did a
was
good
at.
job of
I was like,
making
I
people
haven't
think
Gluing
that.
those antlers
Of
on there.
gluing those antlers on there.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, platypus bear, love
yeah,
it.
I think so.
What kind of bender would you be?
I don't know if I want that kind of power.
Now,
Now, the
big
big
one.
question
Oh,
is...
that
in
wasn't the big question?
Avatarverse.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know.
we know
You're Unalaq, but
what
if you
Unalaq
were a
is.
bender... If you were a bender, what element would you bend, Adrian, in the Avatarverse?
Well, I see advantages to all of them. I think if I was a firebender, I would just burn my own house down, probably.
Yeah, I
so
don't
that's
trust myself.
Out?
That's out.
It's very
This is good. He's ripping the
fast.
Band-Aid off. As
Okay.
this is a firebender right here, and he
You're-
always is
yeah.
hoping that someone is going to say fire.
I'm just saying that I probably couldn't handle that
Couldn't
responsibility.
handle it. It's a lot of
It's not about. It's not about. I mean,
Unalaq couldn't handle a lot of
now
responsibility.
hold on, Fred. Hold your
You wanna-
horses.
I don't know. I'm
You
sorry.
wanna-
I'm
you
sorry.
wanna
No,
poke
no,
the
no, no, no,
platypus
no, no,
bear?
I don't wanna-
You
I don't
wanna
I
poke
don't
the
wanna poke
platypus
any
bear?
Are you trying to make me lay an egg?
No, I want to digress. What were you saying, Adrian?
I think it's earthbending.
Love.
And
Yeah.
I mean, think of all the incredible, rock garden designs
Right.
you could make, and that sort of. There's just something
indeed.
about getting my hands in the dirt.
And
I think
we're land
yes.
animals, and we
Yeah,
live
yeah.
on land.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that means we'd be pretty good.
yeah, and I'm not a very good swimmer.
Until Bolin,
All right,
water.
there we go.
And when Bolin was on the plane, I was like, oh yeah, earthbenders on a plane would be.
There's not too
Not
much you
good.
can do.
Yeah, that's true.
But
Unless
we
you're a
don't
metal
live on
bender.
planes.
Unless you're a metal
Yeah.
bender, which is part of being an earthbender. So you could also potentially.
Oh, I didn't realize that. You can bend metal too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
Like
Lin
Magneto or
Beifong,
something?
Like Magneto.
the,
Yeah.
like the police in Republic
Some
City
can,
are.
not
yeah.
all can.
Oh, yeah.
The top tier people can.
The top tier. It's
Not-
it's an acquired,
it's acquired, everyone can
extra
do it.
skill.
In the original series,
Yeah.
these were like top tier, like extra bending. Like there's like, there's
Regular fire bending.
like fire bending. Then there was like lightning bending, and
Lightning
then there was
bending
like
is-
earth bending, and then there was like metal bending that Toph created. And then I come into the new show and like everyone does it,
Yeah.
A lot of
What?
people can metal bend. A lot
Yeah.
of people. Because
which they said it's.
decades have passed.
I know.
70 years, right?
I
70
guess
years.
so.
It's like when Olympians, like they continue to break records
Right.
nonstop. You're like, how much has the human body changed? Not
It's
that
like
much,
basketball
but
players,
somehow
like everyone slam dunking, shooting
Yeah.
the ball from far out. You
All the
take
stuff
it
that
back
used to
50 years ago.
just
People are like,
be-
what are these guys doing?
Exactly.
Are they aliens?
You look at like film from the Olympics in 1925, and they're doing somersaults,
Yeah.
right? And now they're like, you know what I mean? It really has exponentially changed.
Yeah,
So
we evolve. We continue to
earthbending,
evolve.
very strong people.
Yeah.
I see the allure in that for sure.
My cabbages!
Quip or Cabbage? Sorry, Cabbage. Adrian,
Yes.
we have a little game we like to call Quip or Cabbage.
Okay.
Oh, we're doing Quip or Cabbage right now.
Oh God.
We
Okay.
will give you 3 lines,
Okay.
one of which Unalaq did not ever say, 2 of
Okay.
which are correct. The quip is the real line. The cabbage, all due respect to the cabbage merchant and Cabbage Corps, is the fake. So we're looking for your answer of what is cabbage? What is a cabbage? And we and Dante can read,
I'm gonna read them.
Okay.
each one to you, and then you can
right.
decide at the end.
Can we just remind everybody that this was 13 years
Yes.
ago?
And it was, and yet I look, again, exactly the same.
You really do, and it's kind of
take it.
freaking me out.
I'll take it.
Wow.
All right. A. You will bow to me. Okay. B, nothing is more important to me than my 2 children. C, where I'm from, the spirits are at peace and they light up in the dark. That awesome.
This is hard because I can totally, I can see saying nothing's more important to me than my children and not meaning it.
Oh, that's so true.
Oh, God. What was the first one again?
You will bow to me.
Well, that's...
I feel like you could... That's got to be.
I mean...
I think he wakes up and thinks that one.
This is tough because I don't remember. So I'm going to have to guess here.
Okay.
And the second one was where I'm from, the spirits.
That's the third one. The third
that was
where
the third
I'm
one.
from, the spirits are at peace. And
Ostensibly, he could, for example, be explaining to Korra, it's disrupted here, but
they
where
light
I'm
up
from.
in the dark.
Yeah.
Where is he from? The northern
Northern
water
Water Tribe.
Yeah.
Oh, the northern lights.
Yes, the aurora, and so that I feel like I remember saying.
Yes,
God, I'm going to get this wrong. I guess it's going to be the kid line is the cabbage.
Yes, cabbage.
Is it?
Correct.
Oh, thank God.
Correct.
I knew I didn't like those little creeps.
He needs a healer at once.
This is more important.
I know.
No, I do like them. They're very funny. They're very funny.
I think in my mind
What
I was
happens?
thinking.
I just became a father recently. What happens if you become a father and you look at your child later and go, well, "You're so creepy"? I mean, my child's not creepy, but what if they end up being creepy? What do you do?
Well, what you do is you take on the responsibility because the reason they're creepy is probably something you did as a parent. So.
Oops.
Yeah, well, listen, by the way, this could spiral out into a discussion about Azula so fast, and we don't have time for it, but, some people believe also that some people are born bad. So it's a whole thing. It's a whole
The
thing.
Bad Seed. Have you ever watched the movie The Bad Seed? Watch that movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, you nailed that.
You will bow to me. Where I'm from, the spirits are at peace and they light up the dark.
Okay,
That was
great.
perfect.
Thank you.
Unalaq did a bit, but that was a good curveball when you said it could have been that he was lying and trying to make himself look like a good father. That was a very good, and you still got it. Breaking up is hard. All the old cliches are so tired. Why not say this really isn't working out with a gift instead? Cabbage Corps presents the Turtle Duck Breakup Charm, small enough to fit in your soon-to-be ex's hand before they even realize what you're doing. Every Turtle Duck Breakup Charm has an engraved message on its shell. Choose from 3 options. I'm breaking up with you, you gotta deal with it. Go in peace, or this is rough on me too, buddy. The Turtle Duck Breakup Charm. Order yours today.
Adrian, we're going to ask you, we might be springing this on you, but we have all our guests that join us on the show do a little recap, not unlike Shinobi done by Jeff Bennett in the actual show. He does that. You know what the voice I'm talking? Like the Shinobi voice? Mm-hmm. You think you got this?
Maybe.
That was the most confident about knowing what we were talking about that did not carry into do you want to do this? So this is we wrote it just for you, and if you can give us your best Jeff Bennett or
Shinobi.
your worst Jeff Bennett, we don't care. It's all fun for us.
Yeah.
We love you either way.
Okay,
we love you either way.
What happened last episode?
Well, folks, there's no easy way to say it. Things are not looking great for Team Avatar. New BFFs Unalaq and Vaatu have destroyed Rava and become a giant red kaiju-type thing that may just destroy the world as we know it. What's that? You want some good news? Tenzing, Bumi, and Kaya overcome some creepy fog to find Jinora in the spirit world. So that's cool, I guess. But what's the point if it's the end of the world?
Perfection.
Is that
Perfection.
Okay?
Yes.
Okay. All right, good.
This is exactly right. This is exactly right.
I know there's so much going on in this episode. I had to
That
look.
was
Is
just
this a
Darkness
regular
Falls.
size? I was like, is this a regular size episode? Because there's too much going on in this
That
episode.
is a lot, but it is, right? It's the same
Yeah.
runtime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
22 minutes. They pack a lot in.
They sure do.
Good
It's
to
relentless.
know.
It's
good
another
to
way of
know
saying
if
it
the
is
world's
it's relentless.
If the world is ending, in 22 minutes I can fix it.
Or it can all go to 10,000 years of darkness.
10,000 years of
It just
darkness.
doesn't take that much time. I think let's just rip off the Band-Aid right away and just jump right in. Usually we talk a little bit about what's going on in the episode. I just feel like we need to just settle in, establish this UnaVaatu portmanteau, not a ship, unless you ship Unalaq and Vaatu, which maybe some of you do, that happens because this Dark Avatar is not messing around. No. Let's just get this out of the way But by the way, again, let's all remark on what a great job Adrian did.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks.
This is giving me a lot of
like Godzilla kind of
Ultraman vibes.
Oh, Ultraman, good call.
It's going to destroy the entire city.
Now he's here. Wasn't he when we were asking for help before? What?
Good point.
And now he's here. Like, you got to do this.
That's a good point. I hadn't thought about that.
Oh, really? I thought about that immediately. There goes Lynn. What's up, Lynn Bayfon?
So those are all metal benders.
They're all
See
metal
how
benders
they
right
all...
there. Mm-hmm. Spider-Man out there. And now you're out here trying to get the forces behind it.
Yeah. He's like, please rescue me. I didn't want to help any of you before, but now I need you to rescue me. Which that's Spencer Garrett who does that voice. Do you know Spencer? I feel like he's a theater guy. He's great. Shout out to Spencer. Still very graceful.
Very graceful. I love that they still do the martial arts techniques even in there. It's not like he just raises, point his finger and shot a laser.
Good point.
Varric.
Okay, we gotta just give a quick shout out. Gotta touch base.
You know what, Varric? Touch them toes. Oh!
Minds are destroying everything. This is Shiro Shinobi signing off.
Are they just growing because
restoring,
of
yeah. The spirit vines are essentially just what he's using to destroy. Good work.
Varric's one of those guys that always lands on top. It's fine.
Yeah.
Man, he had fun with that role.
He had so much fun.
Yeah,
a lot of laughing.
We had him in on the podcast.
Laughing.
He had a lot of laughing, but surprisingly, not surprisingly, but he got very deep into the episode and the character and the world, and we were
ready. Well, let's just say we were ready for him to come in, and we would all just goof around for a little bit,
and we did that.
And we did that, but then he just really
then
went
he
deep.
just dropped this crazy because he's like, I don't remember any of this. I don't remember. Then he just went to.
And he's like, I think what's great about the Avatar
this crazy pontification, some depth. We're like, what is? Wow, he's really going.
Yeah, he was hiding. He was hiding his deep emotional self.
We're in full-time war.
Yeah, and it's not about the Southern and Northern Water Tribe anymore. It's just about everyone against Vaatu.
I mean, full on just kaiju evil.
Very cool looking though.
Very cool looking. And as you were saying to me earlier, like the sound effects that are coming out of UnaVaatu are really that deep.
The feeling of like an actual sonic weapon.
You can sort of feel it in your bones.
You do feel it. You do feel it.
Yeah.
And Brian Konecko in the art book. Don't worry. Last episode of Korra, I'm not going to bring up the art book.
What did Brian Konecko say in the art book?
Don't even worry about it. He said that one of the things that he particularly enjoyed about book 2 was he really enjoyed working on the UnaVaatu creature and just every detail that he put into it and sort of imagining how it would interact with the real world was something that he really looked forward to and really is very proud of, and he should be.
Right.
And it has
beautiful.
An ancient vibe to it.
For sure.
And the voice quality of the spirit too, which I want to be very clear. There was no effects. That was all me.
Really?
No,
that was
interesting.
No, they ran me through a computer.
Yeah, and I know that Look, I know your voice is in there, but UnaVaatu is also Jonathan Adams is Vaatu, and so we have this kind of blend, almost like with the Avatar.
Do they talk
when
together?
When the Avatar talks, it feels like you sort of hear past avatars when the Avatar's in the Avatar state, and this is the Dark Avatar, so you sort of hear this blend of voices.
He's got an incredible voice, Jonathan Adams.
Now, 10,000 years of darkness begins.
That's an incredible voice he has.
It's a great, scary, perfect voice, perfect sound, perfect look, perfect music behind it, very orchestral and creepy and end of the world. It's dire.
Right. But beautiful.
I know it's so good.
It is.
But beautiful. Look at this.
It's so
gorgeous.
Good. So we know from the last episode where we left off that when UnaVaatu kind of burst out and went to the real world. I shouldn't say that. The spirit world is real. I apologize to all the spirits out there. That knocked everybody out. Like Korra and Mako and Bolin, all those people got knocked out. And then so when Tenzin and Kaya find them and Bumi, Kaya has to quickly put them into spirit water and kind of help heal them because they've had this like psychic energy wave that their bodies and minds just couldn't even handle. So she helps them there. So shout out to Kaya.
Shout out to Kaya.
And then when
Korra wakes up, she gets that startled
the wake up gasp.
The wake up gasp.
Yeah.
And then she reveals some really not good news to everybody. Like, what did happen?
It's a series of like, I don't know how to tell you this, but
Korra's hair's down. You looked real down in the dumps at that moment.
Everything went wrong. What's Korra's first question when she comes to? Did you find Jinora?
Okay.
Her number one concern is, how's Jinora? Is she okay?
Did you find Jinora?
Shout out to my girl.
Yes.
You ain't perfect, but you're very worried about Jinora.
Like, we found her, but we left her there.
And then she's like, okay, all right, let me process that information.
What?
And also, I am in a lot of trouble. These guys fused. I no longer have Rava. Rava's been destroyed, and I don't have a connection to any of the past avatars.
Right.
That's rock bottom. That's kind of rock bottom.
Yeah, I was like, I checked the time at this moment of the episode because like, this is as worse as it could be.
Yeah.
How much time do we have to fix this? Because this is horrible.
It's really bad. But Tenzin's not done.
Yeah, Tenzin found it within himself to, bestow on you the lesson he had just learned to be himself, that you are the avatar. You're the person. You're not just Rava. Like these things in life, our talents, whatever we define ourselves in life or we identify, there's so many things as people and we identify, I'm an actor, I'm a this, I'm a that, I'm a leader, whatever. That's not you. You are actually you.
Right.
And so be you. You are enough. You are enough. I mean, that's the old acting term.
Yeah.
You are enough.
Is actually blowing my mind right now because you don't know where this is going necessarily.
I watched the whole episode.
No, but I mean in a future
I don't know. I don't know.
I think for those of us who know where Korra's journey is, the idea that the inception of Tenzin saying, you have something that no one can take away from you, that can't be ripped out of you. You are yourself.
Right.
You have this inside of you, is so important for something that Korra faces in the future. And
for Shadow Report?
When you question because of what you just said, it's like, if I have this skill, I am this person with this skill, and that's how I'm defined. And if I lose that skill, then who am I even?
Right.
If you get hurt physically, or if you were a singer and you lose your voice for some medical reason or whatever, you feel like you're not you anymore. 100%. And so the work has to be, I am still me. 100%. And how do I express that now?
I think it's so interesting because at the earlier episodes when Unalaq comes in, that's sort of the lesson he's trying to teach you.
Yes, that's so true.
You don't need these people. It's in you already. Yes. I need you because
Adrian,
you have this power.
Brilliant.
Right? Clearly, it takes a turn.
Yeah.
But interestingly enough, you do learn that lesson, but not from Unalaq.
Well, but that's a great point though, because how many situations have we heard about in real life that happen to people where, for example, I won't name anything, but like if you are part of, say, an organization that you thought was for the good and you thought it was a great community and you were sort of indoctrinated in a certain way, and then at some point you split off from that and realized like that the true purpose behind this thing wasn't what I thought. Does that mean that what you learned from that group that was positive for you, do you have to throw that all away? Or do you get to say, hey, I'm a better person and I did grow from this, and I don't have to, and you don't own that. You don't get that. Yeah. I still have that. Yes. I did that.
I hope that's the result. But it's such a lonely experience though, like what you're talking about when you have grown up in something like that and then you have to leave or you're forced out or whatever. It's a lot of history.
No, it's a lot of history. But Unalaq did help Korra.
Right.
And so it's just interesting when this person that ends up being your adversary who has all of these other intentions, it's like, yeah, but she still uses the spirit energy taming, so to speak, that he taught her. Yeah. And so it's like, thank you. Thank you, Master. Mm-hmm. Now I need to make sure that you're stopped.
Now I need to destroy you.
It's complicated. It's really interesting. I'm so glad you brought that up. I'm so glad you brought that up about Unalaq because it's very true.
Wow.
So yeah.
I mean, I'm thinking a lot of things. It's true. It's very true on a lot of different levels. But you got to take what works, and then you you are who you are. That's why I didn't really understand a lot of it, but now things are coming on. Because after Tenzin talks to Korra, she goes into the tree.
Well, she goes into the sort of cosmic state not
right.
unlike what Aang does in the first series, where it's and then they sort of talk about what the lion turtle said as far as before there was bending, you would bend the energy inside of yourself.
Right.
You would turn inward.
Right.
And both turning inward is like the most internal thing you can do, but somehow it's also the most cosmic, I am part of something bigger thing you can do, which seems very Buddhist.
Yep.
Very Buddhist.
You know?
Yep.
In the era before the Avatar, we bent not the elements, but the energy within ourselves.
And
then it manifests into a large Korra spirit-like kaiju of her own.
Real blue.
Where,
real blue.
I mean, you crawled out of the tree, right? And I felt who would said it when they come like, what did you just say there? I was the same way. I was like, whoa, what is? I'm still baffled. Like, what is going on right now?
Yeah.
But then, I guess it comes from your personal spirit. It was great. Then the epic fight happens. An epic battle. I was like, okay, now we have some guns.
We're a little more evenly matched.
Yes, we have some armory here going on
you turn into like this incredible sort of Dr. Manhattan.
Dr. Manhattan,
that's a good comparison.
Oh yeah, that's who it is.
That's a really good comparison.
As, striding the world with your blue power. It's pretty very beautiful to look at.
Yeah, I mean, I love that it's not. Well, it's interesting because a comparison you could make could be to when Aang has to do battle in the Northern Water Tribe and he turns into what we all call, I think, Koizilla, right? We talk about this giant water creature that he's manning at the center in the Avatar state. So it's this ultra bending, but it like supersedes regular bending. There's the Avatar power is like glowing and it's bigger. She became Korzilla.
It's great.
But that it came from this entirely spiritual place. And yet she's still able to manipulate the elements. So it's right. There's a lot going on there.
A lot.
But it's pretty cool. And then, meanwhile, because she's in this spiritual state, her body is still in the Tree of Time. So the person who came out is the spirit, is this giant, like sort of drawing on the universe version of herself. Right. But her body is still at risk of like dark spirits like corrupting it or like doing something to her body.
Right.
So then everyone else has to
protect the body.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Very vulnerable state.
Very vulnerable. So we see when they're big, we see Korra reaching because obviously this happened to her when Vaatu reached inside of Korra and pulled Rava out and destroyed Rava. She's like, okay, well, I should try to get.
Yes.
But then we realize, it's not that. It's like, she's trying to. She's trying to access.
It's like his heart or something inside him.
Yeah, but she's also. But isn't part of that like Rava and Vaatu cannot truly exist without each other?
Right.
So there's always going to be one, and
so
as long as there's a Vaatu, there will be some version of Rava. So she's
you can't kill the dark, you can't kill the light.
Like looking for that light somewhere. It's got to be in there. And UnaVaatu is like, nope. Think again. There's nothing. And then little Jinora.
Well, he starts to overcome you.
Oh yeah, we go purple.
Yeah,
and it's very reminiscent of the first series when Aang is taking away. Ozai's power, where you can see
how your spirit has to be pure,
or
you can be corrupted, and the other person's negative energy will take over.
So it looked like it was giving me the opposite vibe of that. So I was like,
very much so.
This is not good. Something better happened, and then
well, let's look at it.
Okay,
let's see what happens.
Let's look at it.
We name dropped Jinora. We might as well give her a real shout out and watch the clip.
With you out of the way, I will be the one true Avatar.
It's a lot of ego.
Yes, it is.
It's a lot of ego there.
He can't stop talking about being that one.
And then what is happening?
That's just her spirit.
Her little sister, little brother.
Beautiful. She's beautiful.
Let me see.
I love this moment.
Be careful, sweetie!
Shout out to Maria Bamford. Wonderful Bema. She's got the light. Where did she get the light? We don't know. She sort of becomes the light. The spirit becomes the light. What a team, Korra and Jinora.
Korra and Jinora.
Oh, he also kind of reminds me of the one in Fantasia. Remember the big kind of demon in Fantasia?
Yep. Oh, boom. Left, right.
Oh, there's the light. There's the light. Get that light. Yes, friends. And the music is so good. There she is. And then she's that's Unalaq. That's Unalaq right
teaching.
There. That is Unalaq's teaching. Thank you.
Well, you know, that's
for teaching me
that's
this.
The old student becomes a master.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
But now, pixie dust.
Yeah. Yeah. There he goes.
Where am I going?
I don't know.
Question.
Well, we know you're not going. I mean, no one ever really disappears altogether. It's kind of the lesson we get from the spirit fog and all of that. Go in peace. You said go in peace. She even uses your own.
Yeah.
Oh, so good. She's so tiny.
Well, she's not that. So you're extra big.
I know. But she's so cute. She goes into her hand and she's just so tiny.
And Jinora's there too.
Yeah.
Gone.
I don't even know if she had to make that splash, and that might have just been like a show-off splash. I'm not sure.
There's a lot. I don't know.
You know, it's interesting to me the "go in peace" line that Unalaq does use when he's taming spirits.
Yeah.
Right? Go in peace. I mean, lets me know that there is some good in this guy, right?
Yeah,
because he doesn't have to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, though?
Yeah.
Like there is some recognition of balance and that sort of thing.
I think that's true. I think it's a great. That's such a great. I'm so glad you said that because it really is like you can start at a place that makes sense, and then if you get corrupted by this sort of dark energy, it starts to become about something else. But it may, for him, have really started from that place of genuinely wanting that balance.
Yeah.
But when something gets in there, you know, Vaatu's very insidious. When he kind of gets in there and plants this seed,
Ego.
It's like,
it's all ego.
You
It
know?
starts to go.
Yeah.
But he is ambitious,
absolutely.
But I don't think it was. No one's completely bad. I mean, he was. You know.
go in peace.
Go in peace.
And she does
He's
want
pretty
it to go in peace.
He's pretty bad. He had a moment. He said, "If I could take it."
Bad.
Yeah. I'm
It is
talking
pretty
about
bad.
nuanced ideas for the
Yeah.
actor, not like what we just
Yeah.
saw. Yeah.
But she does want it to go in peace.
Yeah.
She understands the complexity. She understands the sort of like there can't be one without the other and all of that. And it's a sad moment. It's not a moment of like egotistical triumph. It's a sad moment of like no one wanted it to get to this point. Kind of.
Where's Vaatu?
I don't know. He turned into pixie dust.
This leads me
And
to
so
a lot
did
of
Unky Uni. As I'm now calling him for the first time and never again.
As doing all this, like, that's your niece.
Sorry,
It's my
Uncle.
niece. Yeah.
Sorry. Go in peace.
These water
You
tribes.
did this to
These water
yourself.
tribes family are pretty dramatic.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
There is a lot. Okay, so Rava and Korra, as you would hope and perhaps predict by this point, they are reunified.
Right.
We've got the dark spirits that are still trying to do their thing. That gets taken care of.
And those dark spirits were looking crazy, too. It was like, what? On top of all this other stuff, these dark spirits are out here trying to...
And I think I like that, too, because it's not like in, for example, like movies where there's like a zombie, but there's a head zombie, or like there's a vampire, but it's a head vampire. And once you kill the head vampire, everybody else just falls away. Like the dark spirits, that's still an energy that's there that has to be dealt with.
Right.
It's not just like, oh, cut off the head and like all the snakes, you know.
Totally. And then I liked it, you saved the world. You saved the world. I was like, thank goodness you saved the world. And
Not without Jinora.
But then it was like, oh, and there's all this other stuff we still got to deal with.
Yeah. Then it gets back to, then you start getting into like some
breakups.
Relationships, some breakups.
A few breakups.
Korra apologizes to her cousins. They are not going to miss Unalaq. I think they're
like, we never liked our daddy at all.
It seems Cousin Korra is under the impression we are saddened by our father's demise.
But I will not miss him at all. In the end, he became a deplorable man.
We're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, they don't
Damn,
really care.
sorry,
Yeah.
Unalaq. There's a lot of both brothers break up again.
Yeah, Eska and Bolin decide that
very nice
they were
breakup,
caught up, and it was very tender.
And a tender kiss at the end.
A tender kiss.
You will always hold a special place in the organ that pumps my blood. I will remember you fondly, my turtle duck.
That last little kiss, that last kiss goodbye.
So yeah, so we have the sort of like tender breakup with Bolin and Eska, and then let's look at one more clip. It's the last episode of the series. And the last, of the season.
Let's see.
Let's look at Korra and Tenzin talking, because this is where we really get the like past lives conversation with Tenzin on a deeper level.
Now that you're bonded with Rava once again, are you also reconnected to your past lives?
Dang.
No. I think that link is gone forever.
I see. Why don't you close the portals and we'll go home?
Music, so good.
Maybe I shouldn't.
What do you mean?
What if Unalaq was right when he said the Avatar shouldn't be a bridge between the two worlds? What if Avatar 1 made a mistake when he closed the portals? What if humans and
These are big questions.
Super big questions.
They really are.
Well, what do you think I should do?
I think you should trust your instincts. There is nothing else I can teach you. You are the Avatar. Whatever your decision, I support you.
It's a big decision.
Wow.
It's a big decision. Okay,
so
that's a big
I mean,
decision.
you have no connection to your past Avatar. It hit me in the episode when you said, when Korra said, I'm the last Avatar.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, like that's, even we still don't know. You don't connect. We don't know. Are you still? I mean, you're connected to Rav again, so maybe you can start the chain over again. But maybe not. Who knows?
That's one of the things that I think is very much in debate and continues to be in debate because we made the announcement about the new series, and
so we'll see.
You know, people love to blame Korra as if she could have stopped. Number one, they're the same soul. Number two, if you're going to come to me and say that wouldn't have also happened to Aang, I'm sorry, I'm never going to agree with you.
Of course.
It was always that was what was going to happen when you know when you're up against something like Unalaq and they're and Vaatu and they're like destroying Rava.
Right, but again, it's fascinating. We talk about Unalaq again because as you're going to close the portal, you're learning something from him again, saying maybe he was right.
Well, she saw
maybe I
very
should just leave it open.
Evidence, and then this, she sees the relationship that Jinora has and that Boomy has with little Boomju,
right?
The little guy, and she saw with her, she experienced Avatar 1.
I don't know if it's a good idea or a bad idea.
No, I don't either, and it's a huge idea. It's also I
have no idea.
We don't know. Like no one knows at this point if Korra's even right that it's forever. So when people ask me what do you think how are people can connect to Korra? They can only connect to Korra in the next Avatar. We don't know.
Spiritual life, leaving. I don't. You know how a lot of people, especially the show, we correlate this to the real world and why the show means so much to many people. But I'm trying to think, the spiritual world, leaving that portal open, it would be. I don't know. It's like
there's nothing. It's kind of hard to compare it to anything.
When I watched that again. Last night, and you were saying maybe I shouldn't do it. My first thought was oh no, there's some of the moral ambiguity of Unalaq affecting her. Is she now feeling some sort of outsized power? I don't. That's what it sort of felt like.
That's a really, really interesting question.
Says Unalaq.
Hey, now you know what?
I'm
just pretending. It's just pretending.
Yeah, I mean, it could be a lesson learned. It could be ego. It could be.
I mean, it's sort of like in Lord of the Rings when they get the ring in their hands and think of all the good we could do with this.
Right. Yeah. Right.
But we know where that leads. Sort of.
But think about if
corruption.
You could let me put this to you. Sit on this for a second. I had not thought about this, but based on what you just said, if the Avatar is the only person who can act as the bridge,
right?
What if you could go see Uncle Iroh and you weren't the Avatar?
Awesome.
Like you can go. Like it wasn't. She knows. She saw. And Avatar 1 wanted her to see. How it all began, and that he made this decision and he trapped Vaatu, and that did not go a good place. He had 10,000 years to stew, and like, you know what I'm saying?
Like,
so I don't know. It's such an interesting question. It's a huge responsibility.
I've seen some things.
Okay.
I've seen some spirits walking around this planet. I also Filipino from the old world. I've seen my grandmother crazy stuff. All right, I've seen some things. I don't think we all need to just be connecting with. I mean, as of now, we got to go see some old psychic or something, and we should leave it for just a very few to go back and forth. I don't think all of us.
Let's not all go there.
There shouldn't just be a freeway off ramp. Like if you want to go spirit world, we just exit spirit world.
But this is the thing: is a human being. Ultimately, a human being made the decision for the spirits that for the most part, they could no longer do what they had done for thousands and thousands and thousands of years.
I get what you're saying. I'm saying there's enough bad people what we have to deal with, and as many good spirits there are, there's a ton of bad spirits out there.
They are affected by our energy.
You're right. And some of our energies here is bad.
Agree.
Yep.
What if it's our responsibility to learn how to harness that? Maybe we're supposed to.
We can't have another Unalaq happening
to be
all
reminded.
The time, just big old giant bad energy people walking around.
Maybe we're supposed to be reminded of our energy and how to contain it and how to tame it by having that relationship with the spirits, because they are a reflection of us as well, and we of them.
You're right.
Just to be clear, Dante, I'd love to come back and study Unalaq. Just putting that out there.
Let's get on that. Let's get on that.
I do got to give a shout out to one of our producers, Trevor. He did say to me, if the Avatar comes back, I mean, would the Dark Avatar come back?
Well,
every
lifetime? That's a really good question.
Which I didn't think about
that. There cannot be a Rava without a Vaatu, and there cannot be a Vaatu without a Rava.
He fused. So maybe that little speech that Rava said to Juan, like, "Hey, we're together forever, baby."
I know.
And then maybe
through multiple lives.
Maybe Vaatu said to him, like, "Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
we're coming back."
No one sitting at this table thinks that it's definitive that she should have left the portal open. She doesn't even know.
Right.
She doesn't even know. She's just like, I don't know, but let's find out. It's a big deal. It's kind of a big deal. It's a lot.
And then on top of that, they got to break up with everybody. Then she has to break up with Mako again.
They have to re-break up.
Nothing more awkward than breaking up. He's like, "Hey, I forgot to tell you when you lost your mind a little bit that I broke up with you when you were passed out. Yeah. We broke up before."
And I did remember, but not until
And she was like, "I did remember." I was like, "I knew you remembered."
But it's about the glow. It's about the internal. I'll always have your back glow.
One time an ex-girlfriend showed up at my house.
Oh, here we go.
Out of nowhere.
Here we go.
I knew an ex-girlfriend. She was just like, we dated a little bit.
Here we go.
And she just knocked unannounced. And I was like, "Hey, what are you doing here?" She's like, "I'm mad at you." I'm like, "Why? What? Are you okay?" She's like, "No, you just said we were going to be friends and we're not friends." I'm like, "Oh my God. That's what you say. I didn't really mean it. I said we were going to be friends. Like, I wish you, go in peace.
Go in peace.
I don't mean we're going to be hanging out and, being friends, you know what I'm saying?
I'm glad we've touched on two different types of relationships. One that ends harmoniously and you
but go in peace.
Together.
I got nothing love for this person.
You were trying to bend her spirit, but it didn't work.
Yeah.
Don't take me at my word during breakups. Don't take me at my word.
But I will say this. All love to our fantastic two dads and all the writers on the show. I didn't really care that much about Korra Mako breaking up again. Feels like an afterthought. It's like, okay, let's put that baby to bed. Let's put it to bed. But there's a lot bigger stuff going on.
He didn't tell her that he kissed.
I'm fine. I'm okay.
He didn't tell her he got back with Asami.
I love you, Korra shippers.
He didn't tell her. He didn't say. Oh, and
they don't need to get into that after what she just went through.
It's true.
It doesn't. None of that matters. The world.
What matters is that they'll always love each other and go in peace next to me as my friend. Let's go in peace together to get some ice cream. Let's hang out.
So none of the brothers, all the brothers are just high and dry now.
Yeah, free agents.
Free agents.
That's life, baby.
That's life. We saved the world. Guess what? We have options.
And now it's wide open. I would love to, speaking of wide open, you had a wide open range of things you could predict were going to happen in this episode. I'd love to, Adrian hasn't heard what you predicted would happen, so let's hear what you thought was going to happen.
Season 2, episode 14, Light in the Dark. Number 1, well, we got to beat Unalaq. We did that.
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah.
We did.
We did.
We had to.
We did.
2, somehow Jinora gets the rest of the spirits to join in the fight to defeat Unalaq.
It's not so far off.
Not so. She helped, and
she brings a key element.
Not only she herself was a key element. Matter of fact, the other spirits I thought were gonna help were actually attacking. And I was like, oh, those are those. At first, when I saw them come, I was like, oh yeah, she got them, and I was like, oh no, no, they're attacking.
No.
So half. 3, the twins finally turn on their father to help the gang defeat him. That
nailed it.
Yes,
nailed it.
I knew it. I could feel that coming. And then 4, Asami returns with a bunch of people. Back up.
Yeah.
And she did not.
No.
What's Asami doing this whole time?
Good question. I'm always happier when Asami's around.
BTW, I was there.
And you were there. Oh, yeah. You were like, I don't think I was in this episode.
I was.
You were.
I was. General Iroh was there, ready for the fight. So it just didn't really get there, but he was present.
Yeah.
He was present.
And for some reason, I guess Reiko was like just still in town. So it was just about getting the president out of out of danger. But
does anybody remember us going to the president and saying, hey, we got
all
a big
went
problem
to the president.
here?
We all went to the president.
And we're like, hey, the end of the world is looming. I think we should all get together and fight this.
I don't want to get involved.
It's not me.
Yeah.
And then now he's here directing people to do. Get out of here. And tonight's most valuable bender is...
I can still fight!
My friends. A lot of bending in this episode.
Yes.
A lot of non-bending, a lot of spirit stuff. Adrian, we get a little caught up in we get confused about whether the spirit world and that kind of bending and sort of magic is that we would consider it kind of traditional bending, and we sort of have landed through the years that it's kind of its own category.
Yeah.
It's sort of its own thing. Yes. So we can sort of also say who had the most valuable spirit thing. That's catchy.
We know who that is, obviously.
But who had the let's get the bending part out of the way. Who
most
actual bending as we understand it without the spirit stuff necessarily as involved. Shout out to Kaya, who puts them in spirit water and does some healing. We don't know. Sometimes it's the behind the scenes healers. We don't even know what would have happened to them had she not put them in healing water.
Probably. That might be
what if Korra didn't make it because she wasn't in that healing water? We didn't see it. It was off screen.
Yeah, she was just passed out for the whole,
I don't know. What are some other options? I mean, valuable bending can also be on the side of, ill.
I mean, whatever.
If it's valuable and it had value.
What we're doing was just crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I know we're setting aside the spirit bending, I guess, but that clearly, to me, is the most important bending that's happening. You know what I mean? That's what you do to save the world. It's hard to get beyond that.
Yes. Yeah. So, I mean, I would give it to Kai just on just the fact that Korra would not even be awake.
Might not be.
She didn't get.
Might not be.
The good old spirit water. I was like, where's that?
So she puts her in this. So is that water bending or is that spirit
water
bending?
Yeah, water bending is you can heal.
It is
spirit water. I
mean, I just lost my mind.
But it's water bending.
I actually don't know. You've changed everything.
I mean, I think it's water bending using the spirit bending to activate it in a way that...
Or maybe it's water from the spirit world.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm totally confused. It's true.
Maybe it's Saratoga. I don't know what it is in there.
It's true. All right, so
I would still give it to Kaya.
I guess I would give... Okay. This is so hard. Yeah, I mean, I guess if we're saying just if we're taking the spirit stuff and putting it in a different category, that's the really big world-changing stuff. Because for that, I would say we would give it to Jinora and Korra as a team, because one could not have succeeded without the other.
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
What are you gonna say?
No, I jumped to the non-bending part.
Oh, okay. All right.
You read the script.
Yeah.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
No, I was thinking about that, but I think that all supersedes that is Tenzin's lesson of non-bending.
For non-bending, yeah.
To get
you have to
be you.
It's not over yet. Essentially, it's not over yet. There is something you can do, and you don't need that outside.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's not like this, but the sort of placebo effect, like the idea that someone and this case, it's not the case because the thing was real. But just the idea of like you had it in you all along. That's a trope that I think turns up in a lot of like really great storytelling. Right. Is like, but course. Without this thing, how can I do that? And it's like, no, you can still do it. Just because this happened doesn't mean that you no longer have the ability to do anything. I mean,
I think that's an essential part of the Jungian, the hero's journey.
Yeah, the hero's journey.
The circle of that, like that's part of that. Yeah. The diving into what's inside of you.
Yeah.
And recognizing that.
That's a big deal. Tenzin.
You may have a very big blue spirit inside of you that can just crawl out and conquer.
You never know unless you crawl into that tree of time.
That's right.
And see what happens.
But you probably do. You just don't.
Yeah.
You just don't. You haven't tapped it yet.
Yeah. Yours might be glowing red for fire. We don't know.
Very possible.
We don't know.
Very possible.
Agree on Tenzin. Absolutely.
Flameo, Hotman.
Hot take. Oh, you feel that? Hot take. Any what we like to call Flameo Hot-Takes in honor of the first show? Any Flameo? I mean, Flameo's had some good hot takes a little bit.
So many hot takes. I'm still.
I love the Unalaq Korra, like, yeah, I still got this from you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he did, in a strange way, he created the problem, but he also kind of solved the problem. His past self sort of solved her problem, It's
it's so funny you as we get the scripts right, we don't know. I certainly didn't know that I was going that way at all.
Right.
Like, wait, what am I doing?
Yeah.
And then it's then the question is, how premeditated was this from Unalaq? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or did he? Or was it real time, sort of like, I need to take control? You know what I mean? I don't really still know.
I know.
What the motivation was, which is, I think, great. I mean, it's ambiguous.
We can mess it up.
We
can mess it up if you give us too much too early.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
But like you said, Unalaq, it's very ironic that you destroy Unalaq, but however, you definitely use his water bending techniques to tame spirits. And then his ultimate message of leaving the portal open, you do.
Yeah.
You do.
And you go, I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's like I'm actually gonna do what he actually wanted ultimately outside the evil stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm just gonna leave it open.
I know.
I mean, which is very, I don't know what that means. I don't know what it all means.
I know.
It's weird, like we may have these teachers or whatever, these people in our lives, authority figures that we may rage against and run, but they're still their teachings and they're they're still in there.
But I think that again, that's the writing, right? Because the way to sort of button it up neatly would have been for you to close the portal. You know what I mean? Just like But no.
I know, and the speech at the end to be like for her to say
and double down on it
and.
Why you tell everybody? Can you just keep it a secret?
I've decided to keep the portals open. Humans can now physically enter the spirit world, and spirits will be free to roam our world. I will no longer be the bridge.
She doesn't think she
leave
should
it open to everybody to just be going in and out of the dang spirit world.
She says the harmonic convergence, which was going to happen no matter what, has changed something fundamental in the world that she can't control. She doesn't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like this is the beginning of a new age. It's an intense way to end a season.
Things will never be the same again. We are entering a new age.
Luckily we come back. We'll be back.
We'll be back.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
You brought so much to this conversation.
Thank you so much, Adrian.
Thank you.
Adrian, I know we sounded like we were mad, but we're not mad.
We're not mad. We're just fascinated by this whole thing.
You seem a little mad.
Yeah. We aren't.
Oh, God.
I could see how that sounded mad. No, that was beautiful. And I guess go in peace.
Go in peace. Go in
Let's
peace.
all go in peace.
I wish I could dissolve into beautiful
Thank you for joining us for this final episode of Book 2.
I just want to say, because it has been 13 years, right? I mean, thank you for giving me the opportunity to sort of dive back into this. I hadn't thought about it in a long time.
Yeah.
And I'm glad to be reminded about how beautiful it is and nuanced. And so I really appreciate this opportunity.
And thank you for sharing your very incredible skill set with other people and making better actors to continue to make things that touch people and change people and inspire people.
I just hope you're more like Uncle Iroh than Uncle Unalaq.
I am, definitely.
Oh, he's definitely an Iroh. We get the Iroh vibes for sure.
Yeah. I'm building up. I'm not tearing down.
He's building up.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
All right, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. Go in peace. Except for those of you who can't. No, everybody go in peace. Everybody go in peace. We'll see you soon.
Dive deeper into the world of Avatar with more of our award-winning podcasts.
Avatar: Braving the Elements is available right here on the Avatar Legends YouTube channel or wherever you get your podcasts.
And catch more Avatar: The Last Airbender and The Legend of Korra on Paramount+.
That's the stuff! You are my hero!